Hello, this is Zedis. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2019 levels. I only have 2 levels for you today because the first one is an outrageously complicated troll level. And we join me in the middle after playing for 2 hours, and I was just about to get the first checkpoint. I had actually decided to give up after 2 hours of playing this and having gotten all the stuff down, but not being able to get to the checkpoint. And I kind of understood what I was supposed to do, but I didn't understand how to do it, and I was gonna quit because I'm like, man, I'm spending way too much time on this level. And then I got it. I thought I figured it out, and I tried it again, and then I got it. And I was able to clear this level. I had over 200 tries before I even got here, and it takes me almost 200 lives to get through it. If you're watching this right now and you've been kind of paying attention to what's going on in the level, you're probably like, what the hell is even this level? It's so complicated. This is a level made by somebody who knows what they're doing in this game. They know how to make all kinds of weird contraptions that work perfectly, that you can't cheese. Even if you have the Wizardless program open, you're looking at it and you can't figure out what the hell is supposed to happen at these points because it's impossible to follow a machine. I mean, he's literally building machines. But yeah, what the guy doesn't know how to do is make a level that's fun. That's the crux of it. This is so complicated that even if this was Mario Maker 100-man mode, I don't think you'd be able to clear this level. But yeah, so I'm almost at the first checkpoint, and I will come back to this whole first section again before the checkpoint. Here I fail, I'm gonna have to start over. But we'll go right back here. But yeah, I'm gonna actually go through this whole section again because I ended up getting soft locked. And not in a way that he messed up and I got soft locked, but in a way that I could have actually made it through and got back to the checkpoint, but it would have taken hours. He set it up so it would take hours. So here is the checkpoint. And yeah, I'll go through this first section again and kind of explain what's going on to the best of my ability. But at this point, I didn't really know exactly what was going to happen. And I mean, I still had the program open, but I wasn't going to look at it until I got stuck. He immediately puts me in an anti-soft lock, and he has a few of these in this level. And they are extremely hard to kill yourself on, even. I got actually kind of lucky here as these bricks were up a little, but so I blew those up the next time I went up there. I think I'd do that right away again. So I turn the switch. The switches are the big thing in this level. If the switch is on, the level is one way. If the switch is off, it's a completely different level. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I'm gonna go up there again because it wasn't anti-soft lock, but I think looking at the program, I thought, I do have to go up there, don't I? But no, I don't want to. Yeah, right here, I might be staring at the program right now. Either that or I'm just paralyzed with fear of wrecking my great achievement of getting the checkpoint. By the way, after the first 2 hours, where I actually shut the recording off and erased it, and then I was like, no, I think I can do this, and I went back and looked. So now the blocks, that muncher is one step down, and this cannon shoots these fire flowers, and it's like, well, how the hell am I supposed to kill myself? Because every time I get hit, yeah, we're just gonna fade. But I did eventually was able to kill myself there. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going up there anymore. I'm gonna go over here, all the way to the right, and the wall exploded and killed me. That actually happened earlier a lot in this level too. So I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna go right over that gap, and a muncher pops out. I couldn't even describe what he's doing. A lot of like mechanisms that he's built that bounce things up. It's mostly like seesaws and I don't know, bombs. I don't know, a lot of shit. And he has these cannons are on tracks. I actually really like this part with the cannons on parade that crush me. I want to avoid those. But yeah, this guy, everything you do seems wrong, and especially in the first section. The first section up to the checkpoint was way harder than the rest of it, although this part is quite difficult to figure out. So here I'm like, okay, I'm gonna avoid these. I want that fire flower. I think I need that fire flower. But I'm like, okay, maybe I can't get that. I'm gonna go through this door. Any guesses as to what's going on there? It's actually a mole under that cannon. And if you wait long enough, the mole pops up and the cannon crushes you against the ceiling. But it happens so quick, you can't figure it out. Here, I got the fire flower, but guess what? I'm trapped. There's not much I can do in this position. It will kill me eventually. Fire flower is a trap. Power-ups in troll levels are generally traps. Here, I thought I would stand to the right of it. It shoots me with a fireball. I don't even think I noticed that they were firing fireballs before. So we're going to go back to this room, and what I'm going to try to do here is lure this thwomp down twice. As soon as it goes down once, I'm going to go back through the door before the mole has a chance to pop up. And I never show this part, but now I can actually go through and look at it popped up. I go through this pipe, and it actually sends me to another anti-soft lock section, which I had actually seen before, although it was in the previous recording that I erased. On the left side, you notice there's a red pipe, and there's a way you can come up there. Now, if you come with the red pipe, you actually have the on-off in the opposite state. It's off, I think. And if you get through this stupid brick turning brick section, you hit this lava over here, you die instantly. I have a lot of problems getting over here on this life. But yeah, if you come up and the on-off switch has not been hit yet, it's a completely different story, and it's completely meant to be, because the maker knows that you've probably been here before, because it's a very easy room to find, and the anti-soft lock is not that difficult to deal with. But you have it the opposite way, which means you haven't hit an on-off switch, and you come in here from the other pipe, you end up in the same spot, but it's a lot more difficult to die. Now watch, I'm gonna get over here eventually. I don't even know how long it takes me. It takes me way too long. So I would have fallen in lava and died. Now he sets it up where you see the screen scroll over there, and it traps me right here. I can't get back now. And it's shooting fire flowers at me and fish. And I can't really avoid those fire flowers. There's no way. Eventually something happens where one of those cannons goes away. But you're just sitting here, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna have to sit here and let the timer come out, because I don't want to lose that damn checkpoint, because I worked hard to get that checkpoint. There's parts of this level I swear I barely even understand even now. So yeah, I just got shot. Finally I died. Actually, I think I looked away. I was looking at the program at that point. So I accidentally figured this out. I didn't understand it looking at the program. And I don't even notice that I figured it out here. Well, maybe I do. If I hit that hidden block, a fish pops out and he jumps at me. And he lands. No, I didn't figure it out yet. The fish lands in that clown car. Well, maybe I did. And it activates a block that blows up a bomb on the other side here. The mole is now dead, and the cannon sinks, and there's another door hidden behind the cannon. Now here's a completely hidden pipe, and I can see the second checkpoint right above me. And you know, I'm gonna pause it fairly frequently here. I did edit it out as much as I could, because I'm trying to read the damn map and see what the hell I'm supposed to do. But if I throw the P switch over to the right, it activates some mechanism and it pops up a POW block. At this point, I still didn't understand what I was to do with that POW block. I know for a fact if I try to jump up that pathway, there is a hidden block, and I'm gonna hit it in a minute here. But I'm looking over here, I'm trying to figure it out. But I think I'm stuck, because there's nothing I can do to get up there. Kill the fish that pops out, but I'm stuck. There's no way to do it. And I walk over to the right, and there's a note block, and a bomb explodes under my feet and kills me, which, whatever, I want to die anyway. What you have to do is stand in this little, it's called a Carl box, if you don't know. That's a technical Mario Maker term. Yeah, that's what it is. Here, I pause it again. I see there's a P-switch over here, and it says no, which I'm like, yeah, that's what I do, right? Because there's a key over here. You get a key, and there's a key door, and then right through this key door, there's this room where there's another hidden pipe under this seesaw, and this is the final room. Not this one, but the next room is the final room of the level. But I come in here, and the final room is gone. There's no axe. The axe is impossible to get. Here's the thing. The on-off switch is in the wrong position. Now, I just got a second checkpoint, so I'm gonna start there. I go through this door, and it says no miss. I don't know exactly what that's supposed to mean. Maybe he knows I'm playing as Toadette. And there is he does tell you what you have to do, but here, this checkpoint 0, I get sent up into the saw, and power-ups are shooting up my butthole, and it's like, I can't die because these power-ups are coming out of these pipes, and the blowy joeys are blowing them up my butt, and I'm never gonna die here. And if I want to wait out the clock, which is sometimes you do that when you're soft locked, it's screwing me because every time the power-up hits me, it slows down time, and the power-ups are constantly hitting me, and it's different power-ups, so I keep getting different power-ups and changing. When you're changing, the clock actually stops. So there's like 420 seconds on the clock when I come in here. This would literally take hours. You can look at the clock in the upper right-hand corner. It's going very slowly. That's never going to happen. So I had to start all the way over. And here we're going to go through everything again. Dodge the thwomp, dodge the fish, activate a thwomp, and that switches the on-off block the first time. You don't want to fly to the right. That's where that anti-soft lock section is that I was in earlier. You want to get close to this wall, but not too close, because if you lose the power up, you can't get here. You don't want to hit the middle block first, because if you hit the middle block and then the bottom block, the muncher kills you. You got to let that donut fall so you can get over to the right. It's very hard to get under there, but you can. Don't want to be holding run through that door, else you grab the POW and you get killed. You don't want to be holding the spring when you go through this pipe where you're too heavy and you activate a mechanism that kills you on the right side there. You want to not jump in the middle one because you need that to get back. Jump on the middle one. Watch out for that cannon that's on the track, because that's going to come kill you. You jump up to get the spring to stay up. It looks like a soft lock section that you'd have to kill yourself at, but no, there are bombs here. There are 2 bombs. You blow up the left-hand wall. This kind of froze earlier when I was here. But if you go all the way to the left, there's no screen scroll, but there is a thwomp that triggers. It will kill you if you stay up there. It also gives you a clown car, which you can get in through a glitch. You come in here, and you come back, and a muncher falls on a P-switch. This took me forever to figure out, but there is a POW block where that muncher is, so you hit that. This, I still, am not sure how I do, because, look, I just triggered the mechanism because I have a POW in my hand, so POW and Toadette together is too much weight. But you have to put the POW on the edge here. You have to get the muncher up, and then you can get back through the pipe. And now here, there's a muncher that drops onto a bomb, and that's the first checkpoint. So, yeah, it's pretty freaking complicated, right? I do get crushed here. I forgot what I was supposed to do, but I was supposed to hit that hidden block with the fish. So we'll go back, hit that, run to the right here. The fish goes in the clown car. It triggers a note block that triggers something that explodes the bomb, blows up a brick, so this cannon sinks so I can get into the bottom door that's hidden. There's just a pipe hidden under that seesaw there. You throw the P-switch down here and it activates a whole complicated mechanism that pops up this POW. But here I realized that if I do this again, and I actually don't 100% realize it, But I realized I don't want to get in that soft lock again. It actually took me a very long time to get back here. It took me about 20 minutes to perfect that first part again. There are a couple of really hard... There's also, like, a tutorial level where you have to do some really complex maneuvers just to get through it. It's not just figure it out. You have to, like, know how to actually play the game. So I go through this pipe, which I haven't been through. I have to hit that on-off switch, go through this P door, and it drops me back, and this is where that cannon parade section is. And this is a, I don't know what you call this, a non-suspicious setup, I think it's called. And it just kills you, and that actually brings you right back to the the first checkpoint. So that's I got checkpoint 1, but that's okay, because at least I didn't get that soft lock like I did earlier. So here's the rub. Is I have to go through all of this again while I have the on-off and the it has to be hit once, so it has to be off. It's on now and it has to be off. I think it has to be on the blue. The blue blocks have to be there, not the red blocks. That's the point. That'll change that final room. And I think the way that you can beat it from the second checkpoint is to just go through it again, basically. And then that device that takes you back to the first checkpoint, you have to escape that somehow. I'm not sure how. There must be a way. So now, the on-off is in the correct position. It's off. So we're gonna go through this key door in a second here. And there's a lot of stuff I'm not showing you on this level because I noticed that I wasn't supposed to go there, so I just didn't go there. So we're duck. We go through this, and past this is the final room. And look, it's a completely different room. Yep. So, yep, it's a completely different room. I mean, it's the same room, but it's a little different because this blue block is there. It takes out the cannon that was there the first time I went in that room, and that's it. And that door to the right goes way back to a section I did see. It's another door I can't actually get to. So, if a door is under lava, you can't enter it anyway. I felt very proud to have beaten that one. Even like using the program, no one would have ever figured that. I don't think the program helped that much, to tell you the truth. Cause yeah, you just had to figure out what worked, and not much did. I mean, that would take 100 lives. And I'm starting it over, by the way, because I want to leave my mark on this level because I felt so proud of beating it. So I'm gonna go on after this level, and I have a short speedrun level. I only beat 3 levels this week, and the third level was another troll level that wasn't quite as complex as this one, but it was actually pretty complex. Another one that that one is probably beatable. Like if a really good player got it in super expert, no skip, endless, they could probably beat it in less than 30 lives, but they'd probably lose 20 lives. So it would be very difficult to beat. This one, no one's beaten that in that many lives. It'd take 100 lives at least, and no one wants to beat it. It's too much of a pain. So we're on to the second level, the speedrun level. This one is, honestly, it's not terrible, but there's at least one thing that absolutely ruins it, and it's very long for a speedrun level. It's I think it's 150 seconds total, but the upload time was 2 minutes, 120 seconds. So, you have a little leeway. And I actually started a little bit in the middle of this one. I had played it too, and I don't remember. I think, oh, my cat stepped on my computer, actually. So I had to restart the level. But I had played it for maybe like 10 minutes, so I hadn't gotten very far. But I had gotten a little bit far. There's a pretty difficult bomb surf section here. It's very easy to mess that up. Yep, you get through this section, you go. This section is actually where I ended up booing it after. I don't think I boo it right now. I think I got there once more. I don't like being above the screen, although it's a little bit of a baby thing. You just want to take this slow. I'd already looked at the upload time, so I figured I had a little bit of time. If you take that slow, it's not too hard. What really bothers me is past this section right here. We'll go back again. If you're careful, you just have to be careful not to jump too far. But I have a P-switch, and I haven't been through this door, this P-switch door. I didn't even know that there was a P-switch door at the end. And I'm like, oh, he wanted me to hit that at the beginning here. And I think about hitting it here, and I'm like, I'm gonna die if I do that. But so it starts right here. I put it right back where I picked it up, and I hit it, and then I go all the way to the end, and I'm you know, maybe a little slow because I wasn't already running. He gives me a fire flower, and he wants me to kill Bowser. And I don't show it on this life. I ran out of time here, but I'll show it in the next life. Yeah, I'm like soft locked. This happened to me like at least half a dozen times. But if you get into this Bowser room, you get a fire flower, you're supposed to kill him. But watch what happens. He shoots me. I can't even dodge, and you can't even dodge it because there's nowhere you can go. And he's like 1 inch away from you. So that's our complete RNG, randomly generated, random number generated is what I think that stands for. The game is not 100% random. It actually depends on how you move, what buttons you push as you come through this door. But about 50% of the time he shot me. So you just have to kind of get lucky, and that really pisses me off. That is not a cool setup for a speed run. Especially when you only have one chance. I went through the door and I jumped, and I wasn't supposed to jump. You just have to fall. Right here I get really nervous, and no, not this one. Maybe the time I win, I think he's gonna shoot me, so I jump. So yeah, if you just let yourself fall, you can get through this section. He just wants to take away your power-ups at this point. You can't get through there without a power-up. And this is the bottom of the first section, which is kind of cool. You end up triggering the cannon that shoots the Shelmet again. So you end up basically doing the same thing again, but you get a key. And there was a key door earlier. You might not have seen. I had to look in the program to make sure where I was going because I forgot. But there is a key door that I've passed. And yeah, you just keep up with the shell. They kill the Goombas again. This is the final run, by the way. Yeah, this one wouldn't be too bad without that Bowser section. I don't really like the section with the dry bones either, where you go above, because I don't like not being able to see myself for a long time anyway. Yeah, I would say this isn't that bad of a level, but it still took me over an hour to beat this one. It was tough. It's a long speedrun. 2 minutes is too long for a speedrun, really. Even if you have plenty of time to wait, it's still too long. So I'm through this section the first time. I'm gonna come back here again. Yeah, very hard to do this bomb surf. He does give you an indicator with that block, but it's kind of in the wrong place. You have to jump really early anyway, or you don't get it right. Yeah, I'll just take my time through this dry bone section. I know that I have a little bit of leeway. So what I end up doing at this point is I carry this P-switch over here, so I'm a little closer to the door, so I have more time to kill Bowser. I think even if you're going full speed, it's maybe just enough time. So I'd rather give myself a little extra time. It might just be enough time if you hit it where it was laid. I think he meant for you to do that. But I object to that Bowser section very much. I do have one speedrun that I made with a Bowser fight, and people called me on that. I kind of like it though. You can get to it very early, so if you're doing it well, there's a little RNG, but you can't really die there. There's infinite power-ups, I do believe. But people didn't like that either, and I really object to that because it's random whether or not you're gonna win. You have about a 50-50 shot of winning, maybe even less than that, because he did shoot me more often than he didn't. So yeah, basically I come back to this section. I go through here. You notice there were 2 question blocks right here on each section. I'm very careful here because I ended up dying at least once going through here. And I have a Shelmet right now, and here's the key door. Oh yeah, you do end up losing the Shelmet, so you do need it. But I'm still I still have a mushroom. For whatever reason, I don't even remember. I got this far at one point and died. But I have a mushroom now. I could actually run right through these guys. So yeah, that's it. You will see the other troll level next week. It's well worth seeing. It's very annoying, but I'm glad I beat it. I did end up skipping 2 levels this time, and they were very hard. Maybe even 3. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you next week.